Hi everyone, my name is Lee. I'm an English teacher from SMK Srijaya. Okay, today we'll be talking about the new SPM exam format for English starting from 2021. Okay, first let's take a look at the English 1119 papers. Okay, just like PT3 exam, okay, we shall have 4 papers for English. Okay, each paper contributes to 25% of the overall grades performance for SPM. Okay, and all candidates must sit for all of this paper. Okay, the mark allocation for each paper is for paper 1, reading and use of English 40 marks. For paper 2, writing 60 marks. Paper 3, speaking 24 marks, and paper 4 listening 30 marks. In this video, we will be discussing paper 2. Paper 2 will be focusing on writing. I know, most of us do not like writing. It's a bit technical, but ironically, this paper carries the highest mark for SPM, that is 60 marks. And you have 1 hour and 30 minutes to complete this paper. This paper is actually an upgraded version of the PT3 writing task, writing paper. We are upgrading the question into 3 parts. If you can still remember, in PT3 we have 2 questions. The first question, you need to write an email. And the second question, the longer essay, you are given points in the form of item map, the bubble map. So for SPM, we are upgrading the question into 3 parts. We continue with part 1. We're still writing an email. And part 2, we also continue with part 2. Longer essay. But with some changes. There is no more bubble map. Now the points are given in the form of bullet point. It's still an open essay, but not story or recount like what we had in PT3 exam. It's more like giving opinion or discussion or argumentative essay. So part 1 and part 2 are compulsory tasks, but in part 3, you have a choice. You will be given 3 questions and you only need to answer 1. For question 1, it can either be an article or a report. For question 2, review. This is something new for SPM. And for question number 3, it's a story. If you like to write stories, if you always create your own story, maybe this is where you might want to score. Just like what I've mentioned before, part 1 and part 2 are compulsory. But in part 3, you will be given 3 questions. But what I want to highlight here, is the level of each part. A2, B1, and B2. For part 1, you need to write an email in about 80 words. And the level is A2. Meaning, if I give this question to a year 6 pupil, he or she will be able to score this question. Why? Because the level is A2. Or we call it the UPSR level. So, since you are a Form 5 student, by right, you can score full marks in part 1, 20/20, because the level or requirement is very low. Okay. For part 2, okay, you need to write a longer essay in about 125 to 150 words. And this is in B1 level. It is a bit higher than part 1. Okay, this is the level for Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 students. Okay, or we call it the PT3 level. So again, okay, you as a Form 5 students, you also, okay, can score in this part. Okay, because you have sat for the PT3 examination 2 years ago. Okay, and you already have experience in answering this kind of question. Okay, so you can score in part 1 and part 2. But how about part 3? Okay, part 3 is in B2 level. This is what we call the SPM level. Okay, the level for Form 4 and Form 5 students. This is high. Okay, the level is quite high, so do not answer this question like what you're answering the email, okay, in part 1. Okay, your sentence structure, your vocabulary, your grammar should show better control. Be precise, okay, be accurate. Okay, so as we can see, the questions are designed with different levels. Okay, this is to determine, okay, to see whether you are an A2, B1, or B2 student. Okay, if you are a B2 student, okay, you can answer all these 3 parts very well. So next, let's look at the assessment scale. Okay, how your essay is going to be marked. Okay, the examiner will be looking at the content, C, communication achievement, CA, organization, O, and language, L, okay, which all carry 5 marks, and the total is 20 marks. Okay, when we look at content, okay, the examiner will be looking at the fulfillment of the task. Okay, if this is an email, okay, are you going to write an email? Okay, if they are asking for advice, okay, ask you to give advice, you need to give advice. Okay, the most important thing is what you write is according to the question. You must answer the question. That's for content. How about communicative achievement, CA? Okay, communicative achievement, CA. Okay, the focus will be on the appropriateness of writing based on the task given. Okay, is the genre or format suitable? Okay, are you going to use the correct format, the correct register or tone? Okay, a message or email can be formal or informal. So you must use the correct language, the correct function, and also the correct tones. Okay, that's for communicative achievement. Okay, the third one is organization, O. Okay, this is about how well you put your idea together. Okay, how the idea have been linked. So here you need to know how to use the linking words. Okay, like and, but, because, so, and also the cohesive devices. Okay, cohesive devices are the more sophisticated linking word, like, for example, in conclusion, furthermore, moreover, in other words. Okay, paragraphing is also a very important tool, okay, to help you to put your ideas in order. That's for organization. Now let's look at language. Okay, language, when we talk about language, the focus is on grammatical aspects such as punctuation, okay, your tenses, okay, the vocabulary, and of course spelling. So the examiner will look at all 4 criteria and award you marks. So next, okay, let's look at sample of question. Okay, this is part 1. Okay, for part 1, okay, this is part 1. Okay, for SPM, we want to test to see whether you can understand the question as it is. Okay, so here, as you can see, there are 1, 2, and 3 task requirements. Okay, and these 3 task requirements, okay, must be addressed in your answer. Okay, if you left out any one of them, your mark for content will be low. Okay, so how to score part 1? Okay, you must fulfill the task requirement. Okay, if the question asks you to give opinion, you should give opinion. Okay, if the question asks you to give suggestions, you should give suggestions. Okay, so this is for part 1. Okay, now look at part 2. Okay, for part 2, okay, I want to highlight appropriate style. Okay, what do I mean by appropriate style? Okay, should I write like I'm writing a diary? Do I need to put a title? Okay, so here you are given the freedom to use any style that you want. Okay, as long as it is suitable to the audience. Okay, who is your targeted reader? Please refer to the question. Okay, as you can see here, okay, write your essay using all the notes and give. Okay, so let's look at the question here. Your class has been discussing how they spend their money, and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about what you would spend your money on. So the topic is on money. Okay, and you are writing this essay to your teacher. Okay, so teacher is someone that we know. Okay, so we should not use too formal language or register that is too formal. Okay, so and 1, 2, and 3 task requirement here. Okay, so you must make sure you must include all these 3 task requirements in your essay. Okay, let's look at task number 1. What would you like to buy? Okay, for example, me. Okay, if I have money, okay, I would like to buy a new handphone. Okay, an iPhone 12. So I have answered this question. Okay, now look at task number 2. Reasons for your choice. Okay, reasons. Okay, that means more than one. Okay, I always encourage my students, okay, to give at least 3 reasons. Okay, so why I want to buy an iPhone 12? Okay, I want to buy an iPhone 12 because my old phone is broken. Okay, so that is my first reason. Because I need bigger storage, more memory, so that I can take more selfies and upload to my Instagram. Okay. Reason number 3, I want to buy a new handphone because all of my friends are using iPhone 12. Okay. I want to keep up with the trend. So I have given 3 reasons for task 2. Now look at task 3. Okay, where do you usually buy this thing? Okay, I want to buy the iPhone 12 from ECM, East Coast Mall. Okay, from a phone store there. Okay, so I have answered all the question here. So I have fulfilled the task requirement. Okay, I have students who ask me that, teacher, can we answer all of these questions in one paragraph? Yes, you can. But, please remember this is part 2. Okay, and the level is B1 level. If you are answering all the questions in one paragraph, meaning there is no development of idea. Okay, for part 2, you need to elaborate the idea. Okay, elaborate the ideas. Try, if possible, okay, for each reason, try to write it in one paragraph. Okay, and give reason for your point of view. Try to convince, okay, your reader. Okay, let's say just now, okay, the third task. I want to buy my iPhone 12 from ECM. Okay, how to elaborate this point? Okay, I want to buy my new phone, okay, at East Coast Mall. Okay, because see, I use a linking word here. Because I know the owner of a phone shop there. So I use a linking word. Okay. In addition, okay, the owner can offer me a great discount. In addition, that is a cohesive devices. So use linking words and cohesive devices in developing your idea. Okay, that's for part 2. Now let's look at part 3. Okay, as I have mentioned earlier, okay, for part 3 you have a choice. Okay, you will be given 3 questions and you only need to answer 1. Okay, for question 1, okay, for question 1 or for choice number 1, okay, it can be an article or a report. Here we have an article. Okay. So for article or report, you need to use the correct genre or format. Okay. Here it says that the best article will be displayed on the school magazine. Okay, meaning your targeted reader, your audience are your friends, okay, students, teachers, okay, the principal in your school, the canteen operators, the security guards, okay, people that we see every day. So use a semi-formal register here. Okay, what do I mean by semi-formal? Formal but friendly. So when the reader read your article or report, they feel they are close to you. Okay, so there are 3 requirements here. Okay, 3 requirements here. Okay, make sure you answer all of them in your essay. Now let's look at choice number 2. Okay, choice number 2 is a review. This is a new type of essay for SPM. Okay, I know some students, they aim to answer this question. Why? Because they are influencer. Okay, they always make reviews of products in FB or IGTV. Okay, so they are very good in this. But I have to remind you, but please remember, reviews are not only limited to products or films or books, okay, novel. Okay, it can be many things. Okay, but don't worry. Okay, if you know how to answer, okay, you know how to play with the register and tone, okay, you can score in this question. Okay, so since this is a new type of essay, I have prepared some tips, okay, for you, okay, our key question to answer when you are writing a review. Number one, purpose of your review. Purpose can be more than one, okay. You write a review not only to say the product or the item is good or the product is not good, okay, it's bad. Okay, at the same time, we can also inform the reader, okay, what are the weaknesses or the bad things about the product, okay. We can give ratings, okay, 3 stars, 4 stars, okay. So purpose can be more than one: to inform, okay, your reader, to persuade, to convince your reader, you must buy this product, okay. Or you can also evaluate the item. It's good but not too good. It can only get 3 stars. Okay, that is for purpose. Okay, number 2, who are your target reader? Okay, your audience. Okay, like I said just now, the example just now, okay, you need to write a review for your school magazine, meaning your audience are your friends, okay, the students, the teachers in your school. So use semi-formal register and tone, okay, to be closer to them, okay. Use language that are suitable for school children, okay. Number 3, critical evaluation. I know, okay, when we are writing reviews, okay, when students are writing review, they like to write about the positive point, okay. Let's say I want to write a review about a pen. This pen is cheap. This pen is lightweight. This pen is colorful, okay. This pen blah 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 blah, okay. We like to talk about the positive point. But please remember, a good review must have both sides, okay. Good point as well as some point for improvement, okay. For example, this pen is cheap, but it's hard to get, okay. It would be better if it can be purchased online, okay, in Lazada or in Shopee. So try to be critical, okay. Be evaluative, okay. Give some points which we can improve, okay. Evaluate the problem and solve the problem, okay. That's for critical evaluation. Now, the last one, how persuasive or convincing you need to be, okay. At the end of a review, at the end of any review, okay, there should be a slight persuasiveness to it, okay. How to persuade your reader, okay. You can use sentences like, for example, if the product, if the film, if the book is good, okay, you can use sentence like, trust me, you will enjoy this. Or believe me, okay, it will worth your money. It will worth your every penny. On a scale from 0 to 5, I'll give this film a 5. Okay? So how about if the product is not good, it's bad? You can use sentence like, trust me, don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Okay? I certainly wouldn't recommend this because blah 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 blah. Use this kind of sentence at the end of your review. Okay? Next, okay, we will look at what type of review can we write about. As I mentioned earlier, okay, reviews are not only limited to products, film, music, or books, okay? Not limited to reading material, entertainment, or products, okay? We are pro about these three things. So you don't have to worry about this. But how about service and shops? Accommodation. Okay? So a review can be many things. Okay? For example, but don't worry. Okay? The topic should be related to your age, to your status as a school children. For example, services. Okay, restaurant. Okay, you need to write a review on restaurant. Is it related to you? Yes. Okay, we always have family celebration or birthday party at restaurant, right? So maybe you can write a review about the service, about the atmosphere, okay, about the food in the restaurant. Good. So this is related to us. How about laundry? No, I do not think that your mother will ask you to do laundry at the laundry hub. Okay? Cafes? Yes. Okay? Students love to do study groups in cafe or fast food outlets. Maybe because of the free Wi-Fi. Okay? Library? Yes, this is very related. Okay? I'm sure we always go to library, okay? You always go to library every weekend maybe, okay? But how about travel agency? No, I think this is quite impossible. I don't think we, okay, students, okay, Form 5 students, I will organize a trip to Paris at the end of the year. No, I don't think so. So please remember, the topic will be relevant to your age and your status as a student. Same as accommodation. Hotel, yes. Resort, yes. Glamping, okay. Glamorous camping, yes. We do like outdoors activities, okay. So, now for question number 3. Okay, story. Okay, I'm not going to go through story with you. I'm sure you are very good in this. Okay, you have done this many times. Okay, during the PT3 exam. Okay, when you write the recount, just remember. Okay, but just remember, if it's a story, there has to be a plot line. Okay, a plot line should have 5 elements. Okay, the exposition, okay, the background information. Then you will have the rising action, okay, the crisis, the problem faced by the character. Then you will have a climax, the most exciting, okay, suspenseful part in your story. And then we will have the falling action, okay, the solution to the problem faced by the character. And of course, we will have the resolution, okay, the ending of your story. It will be good if you can provide a moral lesson, okay, from your story, okay. So as we can conclude here that the level of difficulty for every part are different. Is different. And the task requirement is also different. But don't worry. With practice, you will be able to score all 3 parts very well. So we have come to the end of this video. I hope you have understand the new format for English paper 2, the writing paper. If you have any question, please refer to your English teacher. You can even try the question that I have posted in the video and ask your teacher to check for you. And I sincerely hope that this is helpful in helping you to understand the new format. Thank you to teacher Nako and teacher Yana for giving me tips and ideas for this video. And thank you for watching. Bye.